Hi everyone, welcome to the Age of Algo. Today we're gonna see how to install Diffusion Bee. That's a pretty cool app that you can run on your computer if you want to create AI art locally. So there is no need of MidJourney, DALL-E, Replicate, wherever. This is completely free. It's very private because everything will be on your machine unless you decide otherwise. And I'm doing this tutorial because I saw there were some tutorial for Diffusion Bee, but they were like outdated to like 1 year ago. And now there's a new update of Diffusion Bee that can run Flux, the new model that just came out and took the generative AI by storm. So let's dig into it. And it's actually pretty easy because I will just open a browser and write Diffusion Bee. And here we have the website, but I will go on the GitHub. And here we have all the files, the developer, that is Divam Gupta. And if we scroll down, here we have the information and of course a pretty large button that is like download from Mac OS. So what's very cool about this app is that, again, it doesn't require any coding. It doesn't require to go on the terminal. So we'll just click and download it. Select our machine. I'm with Apple Silicon. By the way, my machine is a M1 Max with 64 gigabyte of unified RAM. So we'll just click on it and it's going on the download. And this is a DMG file and that's awesome. But at the same time, we should always do some research first. In AI, you just never know. A DMG, it's not as safe as just doing a manual installation on the terminal. So just to say that I did some research and you should do it as well. But the developer, Divam Gupta, it's currently working in AI at Meta. It's an active member of both the GitHub and the Hugging Face community. For Diffusion Bee, he actually released the code so that people could verify that it was safe. He also has a Twitter profile that I love to see that it's not that updated, like he's not trying to sell us stuff. This is something I saw, and it's in the team within Meta who actually created this awesome simulation on VR of an interview, a meeting between Lex Fridman and Mark Zuckerberg. So, I mean, it's pretty safe. And just for you to know, I also run it on VirusScan, and this is something that you could also do. So you can just upload the file that we have, because I downloaded several times, but they're all the same file. And everything is undetected. So I'm safe to go. You will just go on your download, click on it, and drag and drop it. Now, I already did, so here it is. Let's click on it. Here we have it. You have this menu over here where you can just do text to image, image to image, AI canvas, so if you want to paint. But here on the home page, you have all these kind of link that once that you click on it, they will just bring you on the sub menu. And you have to download some models. So this is what we will do. Here you can write a prompt. Like, let's say, castle and a spaceman flying on a magical land, wherever. I will always go with the advanced option. Here you can write something you don't want. So generally, you could write watermark or logo or wherever. You can decide the resolution. This is fine for me. The number of images that you want to produce, and this is also fine. The seed, you can just leave it randomly to a random number, or you can just write it. And the steps that you want to do. So let's go for something like 10. And here there are some styles that you could be using, but I don't want to use it now. This is fine. This is something that you can play with. I would say that Euler and Keras are probably the best one, and Keras is by default, so I will leave it like that. And the steps that you want to do, again, we say 10, and that's fine. We could also be adding some LoRa, but this is something that we're gonna see later on. So for now, I will just go with generate. And currently I'm using a M1 Max with 64 gigabyte of unified RAM. So, I mean, it's not really basic setup. And here, this is what we got. Of course, it's very basic because it's like we are using this basically the default model. And of course, it's not satisfying. So what we will do, let's go here on the home page. Let's just scroll down, and here we have Flux. So let's open it. We need to download Schnell, that it's like the lighter version of Flux, and let it cook. Now we have it. So you see that I have a new icon on the menu, and it's Flux. I can enter my prompt here. I will always go with advanced options because once again, Diffusion Bee, the way I see it, it's like an easy way to access local generative AI. So I think it's useful to just get to know some of the options, because then if your journey continue on this field, you will want to explore more and more. And I mean, it's not that many informations that we have here. So of course the ratio, I will leave it like this. Number of images I will leave on 1. Seed, okay, let's go random. The steps, let's try 8, so not too many. Let's go for Neopunk now, and let's write something. A cyborg sadly looking at the city. Nothing else. I'm not writing anything on style, anything on the frame that I will want. I will just I'm just writing a very easy prompt and see what comes out of it. Oh, this is what we see and what we get. It's cool, but I want it to be more realistic. So I will write photograph, sci-fi, cinematic, highly detailed. Let's see. Oh, this is something that we could have done, but whatever. Sometimes I think what is very nice is if you like the output, to just keep the same seed, so that you can change your prompt and you can see how, based on that same seed, the final output is changing. And I mean, this is also to experiment and to understand better how the model works. So let's see what we have now. This is cool. Wow. This is something I like. So I just drag it over there. You can, of course, just save image in whatever folder you want. But look at this. This is pretty cool, and it was very, very fast. So what else do we have here? Here we have all kind of options that you can just play with it. The illusion generator, where you can kind of give a texture, an underlying texture, and he will compose based on that. The in-painting model, where you can just select a part of a picture that you would like to change. But what's important is that to understand is that all of these options, they run with a different model. So it's a stable diffusion, while Flux, it's only this for now. And I hope that we will very soon have an update of Diffusion Bee where we can have Flux with LoRa's, because that's really where the fun is going to be. So I leave you with this, and at the same time I will tell you to subscribe, like the video. Let's share our journey, because this is really a new world and that we're letting ourselves into, and I think it's great if we can just share things together. Let me know what you might need to know. I'm thinking to release other tutorial videos targeting really generative AI for Mac, because I'm a Mac user, and so it's been a journey to really understand how to do things, and I think that could be useful. So let me know if there is something specific that you would like to know, and write it down in the comment, and just subscribe, and let's have fun. Love you all.